Hi. Hi, everybody. Party people. Party people. Wait, let me. First of all, let me fix this. And then let me fix this. Hi, Hi, everybody. Hello, party people. First of all, this light. Look at this. Look at what is this? Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, today we're gonna just chill, do whatever, and write down some things today, like just some thoughts, just a little bit something, you know. It's not necessarily thoughts, I guess, but I guess I've been missing doing this in some way. I used to like write a lot of things back then as a kid, as a teen. I did write fan fictions. But I did love writing poems and writing in general, and I just haven't done it in a very long time. Also, I just realized my music is not playing. Just a moment, okay? Entertain yourselves. You better sit with the quiet. No. You better sit with the quiet, people. So anyway, wait. Where is a good question. Here. Ow. My finger! Ow! Ah, shit, my finger! Fuck! Oh, dig out! Okay. So, let me just put some music on today. What are we gonna do, What are we gonna do? What are we going to do? I feel like something chill, I guess. Something cute. Something... I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't know. Today is kind of like... Today is just a day. Just like a chill day. Like a you have to do nothing type of day. Anyway, how are you doing? What am I doing? Okay. So while I'm doing this, I was thinking about like my future again. I guess I'm just having a little bit of an existential crisis. I think it's very normal. You know, I said this before, but when there comes moments in time in your life where you feel very stuck and lost and like you're just going in circles, sometimes that is more of a meaning that you need to stick out a little bit more, hang on just a little bit more, and feeling unbothered by the fact that you are feeling very bothered, because it is also a sign that you need to understand that sometimes these phases in life are here for the purpose of you resting and taking care of yourself, because we don't like being around and having to sit down sometimes. We don't like having to, like, you know, be chill, because in this time and age, of course, you have to do something constantly. You constantly have to move around. You constantly have to be this, obligated to that, to be to like, don't have to be obligated, but yes, it is important to still be able to be there for certain things that really need you as you need yourself, and for people and other people, people and other things in life. That's what I meant to say. And I think that's, you need to basically during these type of times figure out a certain type of balance. If I wouldn't be having this type of time in my life right now, I would not be one able to take care of the steps that I need to take for things that I really want, which also mean having to change environments, having to change how I am doing, which for me, as for example, meant having to go to the doctor, even though I really don't like going to the doctor, because as you can see, I am an Asian, a little bit more dark-skinned woman. Well, you can think about it again, how serious you're gonna be taken sometimes. Like, even if I do come and advocate for myself, like, I do understand as well that the fact that there's a lot of jobs that are not well paid, and no, a lot of jobs are not well paid for what they are required to do and what they need to do, versus like some jobs where I'm like, why? Like, why? You're not like, for example, like any type of service worker, any type of person that works like as a nurse, as a doctor, truly having like a specialist or whatever. There's a reason why there's a lot of like what do you call that? Like a shortage in so many things. Plus, you know what is also fucked up? What the fuck? Fucking bitches. Do you know what the fuck is? I recently, like yesterday, I was following so many things. I was like, what the fuck? What? Shut the fuck up. It was about chat control. It was the EU thing. It was about so many things I saw on my timeline. I was like, I I was like, oh yeah, I like, listen. Okay, first I need you guys to understand that chat control is the most important thing you need to be informed about, okay? I don't give a fuck if you don't follow politics because you think it's too complicated or whatever. It doesn't matter if you think it's complicated or not, because the easiest thing to remember is that your life will be taken away and used just for nothing. Because, and you have to remember, it's your life. Why are you, tell me that. Why are you letting somebody else take over your entire life? Why? Like, be for real right now. Why are you letting that happen? I don't understand. You need to have this type of rage. You really do need to. And if people are going like, oh, but it's for the... I will snap you. Oh my god. No, you need to get a grip, okay? Get a grip. Because as I remembered it, when was there anybody like that was able to protect me as a child? It was more my family than anything else, right? So it is in the hands of your parents, or you adults, to take care of the fact that you need to be like, you need to protect yourself and other people out of fucking solidarity. What the fuck? I heard apparently in Germany, at least, I don't remember if it was also a EU thing, but apparently they were planning, and there's so much happening right now that it's going under, because one is about to have, there's gonna be summer break now, and the EU, I believe a lot of people are gonna be on summer break. A lot of things happen in general about the entire thing. It's a lot of things are going under. They're like really like, I don't even know what to say. I know it's getting very political, okay, but everything is political. I don't know what you're doing here thinking that I'm not gonna be political at all. Like, the most political being is you. because your entire body, mind, and soul is the most politics you have, right? That you need to advocate for certain things and such. Anyway, I heard that they were thinking about, or like maybe trying to get it on the way, to remove psychotherapy. Like I don't even know what to say. Because the thing is, when you remove ways of making people feel safer and giving the opportunity for people to get better or whatnot, you're like, they are doing this very damn deliberately, okay? Because it's basically the same way they're trying to starve people, right? Like, there's no way that you will be able to fight back if something about your entire being is being starved. So yeah, I know it got very political. Oh my god. And it's not even it's just my opinion. Okay, it's just my opinion. It is my opinion. It is my goddamn opinion. You need to I didn't mean to you, but you need to, understand that certain people's opinion also is not entirely something that you need to take into your own hands. And then again, if you enjoy that, if you enjoy the fact that your life, the feeling of, I don't know, if you enjoy the feeling of kind of using yourself as a punching bag, you do you, honey. You do you, lovely people, okay? Like, I am just glad to not be you, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to do some music. I just wanted to look for music. Well, it was just on my mind. I was like, okay, I was thinking about this as well. I was like, I want to be able to be somebody that I don't need to prove. First of all, I don't need to prove myself online or anything else like that. I don't care. I don't need to show you who I am or whatever. You can see that for yourself, right? You can see that very much for yourself. Because then again, whatever you think you see in me, I know very well it's oftentimes just a vision, a version, and just some hacking projections that I'm getting here. But yeah, here we are gathered today, lovely people, for you to get hit in the face by me. Because it's always the funniest thing when I think about it. It's like it's always the same thing. You like the fact that I'm being like this. At the same time, you don't like it because it challenges so much within you, doesn't it? It challenges you to love yourself a bit more, challenges you to embrace yourself a bit more, it challenges you to think, okay? To freaking think. Damn. But yeah, I think that's beautiful on its own. Like, if I invoke that in you, here we are. Here we are. But yeah, I think we're gonna go a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna do this today. Is it? Boop, boop, boop. No, I'm so sorry. Maybe not. Maybe we were feeling something else. I don't like this. I think this is nicer. Anyway. Yeah. In the jazz mood we are. Anyway. My leg. So yeah. Oh, I also need to charge. It happened last time already. I didn't charge my laptop while streaming, and then it suddenly it crashed, and then I had to be on my phone just for a little bit. Anyway, guys, let me scooch a little bit closer to you. It's gonna change the light. Wait, can I? Yes, I can. Look at it, just dangling, because it broke. Damn it. Anyway, okay, here we are. Here we are. You're a little bit closer now, okay? Do you enjoy my voice in your ears? Man, I didn't really set up my stream today properly. I didn't really plan to stream today. I was like, I'm just gonna chill because I have to do so many things. Like my room's messy. I was like, oh, playing a game, but the thing is, my room is so messy. And I hate it. I hate the fact that it looks like this. But it's my mind is a mess. Okay, my mind is a mess. That is why, y'all, that is why I cannot play a game because I can't find the things to set up my game stuff. Can you believe it? What is happening? Because oh my god, what happened? Why was it? Hello? So, is this being too loud? Oh, there's something else as well. I was thinking about it again, about how, like, me just singing and not singing very well in a way, or doing things in this type of way. It doesn't matter what it is, singing, my streams, whatever, it doesn't matter. The things that you don't see off screen, okay? I got reminded today again about the fact that the people who fail are the ones that always need to prepare, and the people that fail are the ones that don't ever try, and that are so scared of being seen as such a beginner, as such a failure. But you're not a failure just because you're starting something. You're not a failure just because you're doing something. It doesn't matter, okay? Do it. Yes, some people have a little bit more of an affinity towards something else, a bit more than you, maybe, but it doesn't matter, okay? Try to get into something that you don't have an affinity towards. Try, and if you fail, and there's no way that you'll fail. You know why? Because you are gaining something by the fact that you know you cannot do it, because it just isn't in your way, in your path. And then you try something that you have more of an affinity to, right? But yeah. And sometimes you need to figure out a little bit more, like, especially when it comes to things that feel like you could apply it anywhere. For example, general skills of being able to delegate does not equal being able to be a good leader. Being able to delegate well translates to being good maybe at managing certain things, right? And then you have to figure out what else can come with it to be able to like figure out the type of job you want. And it's funny that I'm saying this because like my lights are like just like I was just thinking like, girl, what are you saying? You haven't even done it yourself. Which is funny because for me it took a while to accept the fact that I have more of a leadership type of that I'm leading more into the leadership thing, and I do like doing it. It just still takes me a while. If I were to tell you my story, okay, listen up, okay, honeys, listen up. If I were to tell you the story of my general thing of like leadership, I got into this job, right, that I've been doing like for a long time, but I got into a different company, and because I was already like this, over time a lot of people around me were like, yeah, you should do that, you should be like this, take this type of role. And I felt very unsure about it because I was like scared that I was going to be bossy or very strict or just also too lenient. I was scared that I was not basically going to do a good job because I didn't want somebody else to have to look at me in the same way I look at many other people that have been in positions of leaderships where I'm like, you're not a leader, you're a manager, yes, you're not a leader though, because for me a leader is something totally different. A leader, what makes a leader? A leader for me is somebody who's able to be able to look at the nuances of somebody else's personal life, but the job at the same time, the time of the day, any type of other surroundings and anything else that needs to be done, right? Is able to balance. Oh my god, I'm so loud. Is able to balance, like, I don't know, I'm so sorry. It's because I could usually think that I'm being so quiet, but I see it in my thing and it's just going up to the red. Why? Okay, wait, just a moment. I need to... Okay, I'm getting distracted. Hello? Where's my mouse? My mouse. Ah! Why? I didn't open it. Please. I think I need to put on the gain. Maybe 10. Oh, did it change? Yes. Okay, I can turn this on again. Anyway, baby girls, listen. I didn't feel like I was up to it, right? Because I thought you needed to be more prepared. I thought that basically I wasn't qualified to be taking up a leadership role. But I knew very well that I do like doing that and that I have been playing with this type of thought. It's not just a thought, first of all, okay? But this feeling, in fact, of this leadership role. But I was also scared because I know very well that if I really mean it and if I really care for something, I do get strict. I do get a little bit bossy, I would say. At least for what I've known when it comes to certain people where I was like, okay, yeah. But I think it's also because I feel safe enough with certain people where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be more stricter to you and don't care about what I'm saying, because I don't want this, and it's either that or we're not gonna be people in a relationship anymore, you know. So I'm laughing because I'm like, that's what it is, I guess. That's why. Anyway, also, you guys, I realized something recently as well. Because of my connection being so shit, sometimes I do not see your chats because it doesn't show on my stream thing, because I cannot set up the chat box. I cannot. Did you know my OBS version is so old? I cannot do anything like with alerts or anything like that. Like, it simply doesn't work. I've tried it so many times. It doesn't work for some reason. Maybe it's just me. I cannot get it to work to have like a chat box appear or anything like that. It doesn't. Like, what am I doing wrong? But anyway. Yeah, maybe I do believe it's more of the fact that this is a very old version, plus the version of software version of my laptop probably is also one that makes OBS glitch out a little bit or have problems, at least as far as I've tried to troubleshoot. Apparently it is also the version of my software on my laptop that is giving me trouble. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to remind you guys, because I was like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah. Sorry. Today I've been like my brain has been like freezing, has been like brain farting. I'm sorry, I cannot focus very well today, and don't think I'm gonna stream for too long today as well. Or more rather, like, as well, for anybody who's watching this is also for YouTube. Okay, I'm also recording for YouTube all the time when I'm streaming, so please. But yeah, so the leadership thing, for me, a leader is just somebody who I know very well, is able to balance out quite a lot and doesn't have the feelings of attached of power and control. I cannot explain it properly. I can feel it straight up when I can tell that you are a true leader, and I've met that maybe just 2 times in my life. Yeah, I think I would say I've only met true leaders of my workplace only 2 times in my life, right? Also, whatever you're seeing here, it's my it's my intense. It's not anything else. But yeah, and the first one especially is the one that I was looking up the most, because I was like, you are somebody that I really wish to kind of step into when if I ever were to accept that I want to do the leadership thing. The second person is more of a, okay, just adding this thing to the first thing, right? For me, it was truly the first person ever. This first person was also the first person of my first job. And it was also more of a, like, okay, it wasn't directly the first person, because there was a lot of people in my first job, but it was like basically the first person. and that is what I truly call a leader, right? And when I stepped into this leadership role, I was putting a lot of pressure on me, but the other thing is also that because of the way that I am and the way people like see me work, in the way, because I said like, okay, well, if I have questions, I will ask them. But the thing is, how am I supposed to ask questions about my new role if I don't even know where to start asking any type of question, especially if I were to only do this and that and get thrown into just whatever because you needed me the most in this moment, because there was no one else, right? Because you decided for some reason to throw out everybody else. There would have been a chance of training me, but the thing is, I was also going through a time, I guess there was I don't know, I do know, it's just like certain things are more of like a certain type of very sad anniversary time for me, and it happens way too much in my life. So that happens, you know, and I was also having a very hard time. And then because of that, they went like, oh, because you've been sick for too long, because I was sick during that time, let's... Hello? Okay. Of course, lag everywhere, but whatever. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I'm just gonna keep talking. If you didn't hear it, you didn't hear it. But a lot of things happened actually in my life and had nothing to do with the fact that I was going to take up this role. And I think, and I for some reason, a lot of people didn't want to believe me, but yes, it did have just tiny bit something to do with it. But there were so many other things that I didn't even dare to tell the people around me, because I was like, what would that change in the moment for me right now? Because I have to go through it just like always I would have to go through it, and I just needed time. So because of that, they were like, yeah, let's rethink about the choice of you being in this position again. So it took a little bit of a time again, and I was like so taken aback, because I was like, what are you talking about? Literally, I was going through a time, had like, I don't even know what to say, but it doesn't matter. But I during that time I felt very used. Like I felt so used, and the person never even, like, I never really got proper feedback either. Like I did get like some words back, but it wasn't enough for me to be actually taught and guided through what I need to do, right? Especially because for me, I had a little bit of a different situation going on as well. And it was very much, I felt very used, and they didn't have time for me, and whatever such things. And over time, it made me have a lot of resentment. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't care. And then my dad died, and that festered even more. And I was like, no, I don't like it here anymore. Like, yeah. So basically I gathered quite the experience by even like stepping into this leadership role type of thing. And I do have to say that I did quite well as somebody who was just thrown into cold water. And it's funny because it's always the same thing when somebody you've already known in your workplace goes up a different position than you, and you did joke around and stuff like that. It's suddenly like it's this weird thing of like, oh, like who are you to be like telling me what, like these type of things. Because there was somebody who told me once that oh, I didn't know you would be doing, like, I thought you were a little bit more like serious all the time and stuff like that. I was like, what do you mean? Like, literally, of course I was somebody, I was your supervisor. Okay, I was your supervisor. I had to be a bit more stricter with certain things because they needed to be done. And it's not like I said, like, you have to do this. I did say, like, okay, guys, I know you want to talk. I know you want to have fun. I know there's nothing else to do, but I'm just telling you, please do this and this. So it's like, you know, what do you mean? Like, if I stressed myself, I stressed myself. Like, you didn't. That's something else, because I did run around a lot. It's not like I wasn't, but I did run around a lot because I just wanted to have things being done without like having to take my team out of the things they needed to do the most. That was more of a priority. It's either that or you're gonna be like, there's nothing to do, and then our actual boss walks by and goes like, why are you just standing around, guys, you know? And then it reflects back to me as like I'm not doing my job, you know? It's quite a back and forth. I was thinking about so many things. And to later on, after I left the place, hear that, oh, I was surprised because I thought you were so serious and all that. And I was like, first of all, you don't even know me like this. Like, yes, we are talking. But then again, we're not like friends in this type of way for you to even want to get to know me, or for me to get to know you, want to get to know you in this type of way. Yes, I do want to get to know you as a human being, but not as friends, you know. And I think this is a normal thing. And my God, if somebody were to hear that, that knows me, that I'm saying this right now, you would be like, what? Because I know very well that these words sound super harsh. Because I know very well that it sounds like I'm being mean. And you know what? If I'm being mean, then I'm being mean. Honey, please. Because I know very well, at least, if my boss tells me that I need to do something, I don't take it this type of way, especially if it's somebody that went up a different type of position and is not in the same position as me anymore. You know, it says way more about you than it does about me. If I see that, I'm like, okay, yeah. So I don't even know where to start. But yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, what can I do to like überbrücken von silence, you know, bridging the gap of the awkward silence right now. Oh, my leg. Also, by the way, I finally did go to the doctor because of my knee pain. And it's just, I hate it. I have to, of course, do, what is it, physiotherapy. I don't like it, but we have to do it. Okay, hold my hand. Oh, we have to do it. Yeah. And the thing is, I did do workout for a while, like Pilates and stuff, and running, even like jogging and stuff like that, to like figure out if I'm gonna still have the pain or not, even if I were to do sports and move around. Before I even went to the doctor, because I was like, okay, let me test it out for like 6 months. while I'm working a job that requires me to be doing a lot of things on my knees. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not working out, is it? And it finally kind of like got to the point where it was too hurtful for me to like not have to go to the doctor. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Ow! I just hit my head. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, for my last job, I also didn't really like want. I could have, I could have said I'm going to be a supervisor in this job again as well. But I was like, no, let's be smart about this. No, just because I can do it now, because like I could be trained for it better now as well, doesn't mean that I have to be a supervisor in every job that I take. Not every job deserves that, especially if I'm already doing it out of necessity, because that would be unfair, because it is unfair to apply for a job where I am like, I'm gonna leave anyway, as somebody who is in this type of position. At least for me, because I'm like, I don't like doing that. If things would have changed from my old job where I started being in this like supervisor role, I probably would have stayed. Like I would have stayed a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I couldn't keep on going with my life as it was, because the death, the passing, the very sudden passing of my father was such a huge impact in my life. I couldn't just stay there. And it's always sad that sometimes it takes a lot of things to experience them, and also to have had enough of them for you to do things in life, right? To experience them and to grow out of them. Because no matter how many books I read, just because I want to be like, oh, I'm gonna read them, doesn't mean it's gonna help me much. Because only a book will only help you with whatever you're going through your life. It doesn't even matter what book it is. It could be any book. It could be a romance, it could be a self-help book, it could be like a biology book, it could be anything. Only sometimes in points in life where you truly feel like you need the help, you need something that will move you, are the moments where you will see it and feel it and take it upon yourself and be like, oh, you're right. And I can also assure you that these type of things also take a lot of training over time to be able, like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on in my life right now. How do I figure this out? Like, for example, I am feeling like, okay, very jumbled up, a little bit of a, like, everything is just like a ball of wool. Like very messily thrown around the room, and then you have like this net, and there's a hard way of getting out of it again, because you would need to figure a way to unravel it and maybe put it back into this ball of wool again. So sometimes it takes a while where I'm like, okay, well, like, where do I even, like, how can I even find the first entry point in the first place to be like taking it apart one by one? What perspective, where do I need to look to be able to see much closer and clearer, to be able to take it into my hands, right? So for example, for me, sometimes, like, yeah, like right now, as I'm going through this phase again, I see something because I'm doom scrolling, and then I'm like, and then I suddenly just for a moment stand still, and I'm like, actually, yes, whatever this is, yes, I've heard, and it's not like it would have been the first time that I've heard it. No, it would have probably been the 5th time, the 6th time, the 10th time, the 100th time that I've seen it, for me to be like, oh, this is what I need, and this is what is going to help me and is helping me in the first place. And it's very normal, it's very okay. You need to allow yourself to understand that and accept that sometimes certain things are repeating things that you will always learn over and over again. I know it doesn't seem very pleasant to think about that there's certain things that you will always have to learn and learn again, but these are reminders of you that these type of things are there. Even a professional in any type of way, doctor, musician, an artist in any type of way, somebody who works in finance, it doesn't matter, still would need certain type of reminders of the same thing, even though they are like, I already know. But the thing is, just because you already know it doesn't mean that you cannot further it with just one little minuscule point to it. And I see this so many times, and I see it, and you have seen it many times as well, in TV shows, in movies, in books, in other people's lives. It doesn't matter what it is, in products and the things that we consume in general, right? It doesn't matter. You see that many times, that it's like this, oh yeah, like, you're right, I didn't see it in this way yet, or like, I haven't, and then like, even though it's the same thing, I haven't seen it from this type of perspective or anything else like that, and it makes you feel a little bit dumbfounded for a while. Certain people that feel very insecure with themselves will react in a way of being like, no. Like, my world, it's falling apart, like, you know. Whereas some people are like, oh, take a moment, take a step back, and be like, okay, new information, new insights, come on in. It will take just a little bit and I will be okay. So yeah, because how many times am I talking about streaming? How many times am I talking about jobs? How many times am I talking about like trying things? How many times am I talking about experiences that require you to be within yourself and to be outside of yourself and to experience life? How many times am I talking about grief? No matter how many times I talk about grief, it doesn't matter what type of grief, of somebody suddenly passing, of not having certain type of relationships anymore, of the things that you used to like, of the things that you cannot do anymore, of whatever it is. Grief is grief, right? It doesn't matter how many times I talk about these very same things, I always gain something new, and it's the most beautiful, most stunning thing ever to be able to be like, hey, I am seeing things from so many ways. Once I will be an ant, and once I will be a bird. One time I will be a rock, and one time I will be the water. One time I will be the ray of sunshine that is going through, and once I will be the wind. And sometimes I am the very human that walks through life and watches things be right there in the present moment as you are, because you are the past, the future, and the present. You are everything within yourself. I'm doing this. I was thinking about, who was it? Rio from NCT Wish. Anybody like this? He was doing this. Yeah. Anyway, I was like, oh, we're gonna write something today. But just like always, I'm not doing anything that I set out as a plan for the day. Because I'm also not gonna stream for any longer. I'm feeling tired. It's late for me, and I do have to get things done so that I am able to do other things that I mean to do. Yeah. But I love the light. I love the fact that ever since I got my new lamp, the light is so the light is so pretty. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm not a fan of ring lights. I'm not a fan of ring lights. At least for the things that I want to do, okay? I'm not a fan of ring lights. I also have no space for the big photo studio type of lights, right? But what I can tell you is what I love that I see are the arch lights. The ones that are used for oftentimes in nail salons, the ones that are used oftentimes in any type of cosmetics. Nobody, what do you call this in English? I don't know, but a beauty esthetician type of studio. The lights, the light, the light. The light. But the lights, the lights, guys, the lights. The lights. I have this desk lamp. Okay, I can't show you because then I will reveal all the mess. It's not like you haven't seen the mess in my room already. But like, ooh ee ooh bing bang walla bing bong. This is amazing because you can just it's just a desk lamp, okay? You can lamp it to the table, and it has a gooseneck, and it's like a wing type of thing, and then you can do this to the wing, you can do this to the wing, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. You can do so many things, but the thing that you see with the rainbow hitting my face, it's not from that light. It's actually my ambient light that I can show you if I were to find. I don't have it. The thing that changes the light in different colors, and it's just like ambient light that would give you like the sunset color. And I love this light and I hate it at the same time, because if I were to look at it, I get a headache. Like I get straight up migraine right here. It's like looking at the sun, basically. Like looking at me. No, just kidding. Am I? Because I'm looking at you, and you know what you the frick are? The little star in my life. I can't show it right now because I don't have it, but usually I have a little frame for any new follower. I will make a cute little pepper star. Pepper star, I can show you this. Can I? Can I? Yes, I can show you. A cute little paper star that I make out of this. The standards are gold and silver, and I will show you right here. So these ones are waiting. They're waiting to be added into the little frame of stars, guys. They're waiting for you. You hear that? ASMR. Exactly. A star fell. Do you like when I'm this close to your ears? Anyway, so yeah, maybe I should do that, because this microphone is it's supposed to be a microphone that you really need to talk very closely to, like very I am as close as I can be right into your ears. Do you like that? If you're being weird and doing weird things, fuck you. You're a weirdo and disgusting. Freaking creep. Anyway. Anyway, guys. I think I will be ending stream now. Will I? What happened with my music? I mean, I guess yes, since the music suddenly stopped. What I will do though, because oh my god, the wind. Look at this. The wind. What a vibe. Now you can hear the fan. The wind. I will shield you. Or not. You don't need to be shielded. Shield yourself. Anyway, maybe should I end stream? Yes or no? Should I end stream? Yes or no? I guess we're not. Okay, let's see. It is loud. I am loud. I mean, I wanted to say it is late and I am being loud. So what should I do? I feel like reading something, but I also feel like writing something. I also feel like going to bed. What should I do? Okay, let's do the reading. Like, let's do this. Let's do the writing thing and let's write. Like, let's do it together, okay, honeys? Party people, yeah. Let's do it together. We're gonna write a little letter to us in the future. Of course, I'm gonna write one. You can see where I'm gonna be like, okay. But yeah. And maybe we're also gonna write a letter to the past you. Because when you are feeling a little bit like, what the heck am I doing? I think it's also important to be able, especially in these type of times, and this is something you need to remember. Okay, this is the thing, guys. Whenever you feel these type of phases coming up, whenever you feel like this, always remember certain symptoms that are coming for you, but in general symptoms that will show these type of things, and then always remember the things that you can do for it. It's the same way you're tackling a cold. You can already tell the symptoms of a cold are supposed to be a cold. You can already tell, okay, because you've learned over time what you can do for a cold to be able to recover from it. You're gonna do exactly these things, and sometimes you're gonna have to learn how to figure out new ways to be able to recover from a cold, right? So this is the same thing that applies for anything mental, anything that is not necessarily a mental sickness, but also just generally you may be feeling a little bit like, what is happening, right? Because for me, for example, as well, there's like a bunch of things that are a part of why I am feeling like this right now. So please always remember certain symptoms that will show you like how this is going to happen in your life right now, and these are the things that I can do, right? And these are the things I also shouldn't do. Yeah, okay. Are we here? Thank you. Anyway, so where are we gonna start? We're gonna start with, of course, writing the letter for the past you first. So let me just this one. Ooh. Oops. Okay, of course I cannot see myself anymore. Wait. Boop. So there we go. Oh, what was that? There we go. Oh no, Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. Because I don't have a proper desk, because I am in the middle of my room actually. I'm gonna have my keyboard on my desk. I also need to, of course, plug in my keyboard in the first place. So, let me just focus. We are here, kids. No, don't. That's another one. My children, the children of the sky and the earth. Okay, this is what I should say. So is it working? I'm holding it on the rock. No? Don't tell me! The battery. Oh no, it was working. Haha, you can't see what's happening. But also, wait. But also, need to just adjust, right, like this. Is this adjusted for you? Can you live with this? Are we living with this? Bright R square. This is so anybody watching at night, I'm so sorry. So we're writing, dear her. This is exposing my writing skills. I used to be able to be such a good typer. I can't do it anymore because, of course, we always just on on the phones, you know. The horizon. Ooh, horizon. Okay. Oh my god, yeah, I do have to look what I'm writing, guys. How do you write this? Acquaintances. Acquaintance. Says? No. Says. No. Acquaintances. 10. Wait. Acquaintances. Bekanntschaften, okay. Bekanntschaften, guys. Acquaintance. This is how you write acquaintance. No. Oh. Acquaintance. No, I think this is some acquaintance, like sentence, acquaintance. This is hurting my brain. Wait. How do you write acquaintance? I don't write acquaintance. Oh, it's with a C. Acquaintance. Oh my god. Acquaintance. Ha, see. What the was president? Looped. This is really exposing me. Oh, I need to change my... Okay. Okay, wait. Dear Horizon, loving you in the past. You've done so well up until now. You cried your heart out when it came to any type of grief. Whether it was past relationships you once called friends, acquaintances that were just passing for a purpose, or your very dearly loved ones. It took a lot out of you to weather the storms of other people that kept wanting to drag you into theirs. But it also meant to realize your own eye of the storm, and anyone else you didn't mean and did mean to drag into the circling winds of yours. Whether it was for freedom or destruction, not because you meant for destruction, but simply because some things couldn't stand in the way as they were. Oops. All right. Let me read this again. Okay. Dear Horizon, love you in the past. You've done so well up until now. You cried your heart out when it came to any type of grief, whether it was past relationships you once called friends, acquaintances that were just passing for purpose, passing by. Oh my god, passing by for a purpose, or your very dearly loved ones. It took a lot out of you to weather the storms of other people that kept wanting to drag you into theirs, but it also meant to realize your own eye of the storm and anyone else you didn't mean and did mean to drag into the circling winds of yours. Whether it was for freedom or destruction, not because you meant for destruction, but simply because some things couldn't stand in the way as they were, in the way that it was. You've been able to come to the very same point again, much better this time. Much more determined this time. Not because you weren't before, but because this time you were able to walk away from things that you couldn't see yourself with. That also meant realizing whatever it was to the things you loved. Did you know you were able to let go of your wardrobe because it's not serving you in the same way you need anymore? Even though your collection of clothes would still be the same in the future, these very things will still be there, just differently, just as you are there. Thievery. The very same but different. And I'm talking about this because, like, guys, like, recently, oh my god, why my connection? Because recently, and I'm still doing it right now, I started to declutter my room and clothes, especially. I do have a lot of clothes. I love fashion, and I will still be doing fashion. I don't think I will ever see myself not having to do anything with fashion. It's going to work differently. I am talking about a collection of clothes because as I got into this adult life, right, of work, sorry, so sorry, of working and having my own money and stuff, I was able to collect my things that I needed for my wardrobe, right? And I love concepts. I love being able to do any concept at all. Like, it doesn't matter. I love basically being the stylist of my own world, okay? I love that. But as I am getting older, not because I am old or anything like that, but because I am maturing, I have gone through many things and I've realized some things don't need to be thrown away. I don't like that. I took the responsibility, and I know that, especially as somebody who loves fashion and wants to do something in it, it is my responsibility just as much as it is yours. It doesn't matter if you get it at a secondhand shop, hand-me-downs, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. If you keep throwing away your clothes, it is not the cycle that you are closing. It will still keep going around and around. Why are you thinking that the guarantee of you putting the clothes into a secondhand shop will truly be loved by anybody else? It can be, yes, it is possible, but it will still land eventually. And the landfills of so many places that deserve so much better because they never deserved this type of bullshit in the first place. And I've seen like a small documentary about it, about how in certain countries secondhand clothing has never been there. They had their own cultural clothing, for example, especially Africa. They had their or as I said, many other. Sometimes I wonder if my wife, like, if my connection suddenly gets lost because it shows me 0, right? I wonder if you can still hear me talk, or it's literally just like, but you know, whatever. But it is your responsibility to be able to say, okay, I will buy this and I will know truly what to do with it. The best way to still be able to close the circle is not by giving it to a second-hand shop, but by being able to give it to somebody that you do know that would like that, you know. And maybe this is where this is going to be for me, where I would love to be able, like, if I were to not have. This is also my problem, right? I'm not somebody who always has to prepare, but I am somebody who always has to finish certain things that I started. Until then, I feel like I would not be okay with starting anything else, because I'm like, oh, I have so much to do and this is so overwhelming. It was super overwhelming because my entire room is just full of projects at this point, and I keep adding so much on because my brain is vast. Okay, oh my god. And it is a little bit annoying, to be fair. But I also feel very damn tired of myself if I don't do anything that's creative, even if it's just a half of a project or half of an idea. It is the most annoying thing to not do anything at all in this type of way as a person, as a creative person, in this type of way. And I would like to remind you guys once again that creative people don't necessarily just mean people that are artistic. You are artistic, okay? You can be creative in anything. Being creative is something very human for everybody. It takes creativity to be able to find solutions in life. It takes creativity to be able to cook whatever up with the leftovers that you have. It takes creativity to be able to plan your day ahead, or just do it, whatever. It takes creativity to be able to take care of yourself. You know, creativity isn't just having the grand idea of being able to paint the most beautiful masterpiece or the most intricate design or anything else like that, okay? So I just wanted you to remind yourself of that creativity is something that you already have. Sometimes it also takes a little bit of practice to be able to put creativity that you're not used to into forms that you are also not used to, and then try, you know. Well, yeah, sorry, I hit the mic. So back to the entire fashion thing again. Right now a lot of things also don't fit me anymore, like truly, ever since, of course, a certain period of time happened for all of us. It also happened, of course, during a time where I think it's kind of normal to be able to like lose certain type of things, like because the age is that the bodily changes are happening, but also gain something. Like when you are about like 21, I believe that's where it hits the most. 21, 22, it hits the most, where you lose that teenage feature, the very like whatever is supposed to, you know, yeah. But at the same time, it is also a place where you might be gaining certain weight or other things in your body that will change and look very differently. And for me, I did gain a little bit of weight, and in places where I was like, I would never. It's funny to me, at least. But yeah, and over time and again, because I had such like a vast history of life, okay, till now, even, like, of course, I'm talking about my experiences, okay. I'm not being like, oh, me, like, please get your shit together. Why would you, like, it doesn't matter, okay, it doesn't matter, whatever. No, the look of disgust. But like, I have quite the favorite pieces, and I cannot wear them anymore because I just simply cannot fit into it anymore. I don't have this type of work-life balance anymore right now as well, where I'm able to maintain certain things in life, nurture my body in this type of way, which is very saddening because I keep having to sacrifice one thing for the other thing, and it's very hard to balance something when you're especially like basically I just have cortisol, a lot of cortisol happening. It's just like a lot. And right now, and I don't mind saying it, I am feeling a little bit like queasy to say it because of course, but I don't care to say it out loud to you because I know very well there's a lot of other people that feel like this, and it's very needed to be very open with these types of things, right? So right now, because of the cortisol, like truly, like I don't know what's going on. Like the stress of so many things is hitting me so much. In a short amount of time, I sadly gained a little bit of weight again, and especially like the cortisol type of weight, because that type of it's very different to like when you just slowly gain weight because I don't know, your muscle mass started being a bit more, or your bones like I don't know, like develop a bit more, whatever. It is truly like the type of cortisol stress level weight, and it's kind of hard because I can accept my own body at any given place in time. It doesn't matter. I still think I am absolutely beautiful. I still think that I am just a very beautiful person, okay? And not in the way of being like, oh, I'm so, you know. I'm just saying that because I believe that a lot of people are beautiful. It is just a matter of what you say to yourself, right? And how you have the attitude of yourself within yourself. So I can still find, I do still find myself pretty, but I cannot openly, I cannot fully accept that I allow myself to be wherever I am right now. I cannot accept to allow that. I just don't want to. I can, yes, but I don't want to because this is the type of limit I have, the type of boundary that I have, right? And this is the thing when it comes to certain things in life. Yes, you can accept yourself however you are and however you look, especially, but there's certain type of places in time, points in time, where you need to understand that this is your limit, this is your boundary that you will not cross. And even if you do cross it, make sure to not fall into the very depths. And it's very easier said than done, I know that very well. Because best example is people love talking about certain type of mental sicknesses and illnesses, whatever, ailments, you know, until they realize what it actually means, okay? And they don't want to help at all, or just they simply don't care. So this is a limit of myself that I cannot allow, because I'm like, no, this is where I have to say, we're not doing this. It is either you're going down a path that you will not like and you will hate yourself for, or you will go down the path where you have to work so much harder again to be able to get back to yourself, which means saying, yes, okay, I don't feel great right now. I can accept myself however I am. But it's also because I know if I resist it too much, or whatever, if I am too attached to it, I'm not able to like help myself. Because for me right now, it's all the cortisol, right? like I need to do something that is actually helping me relax, like sleeping more and just making sure to move around more, making sure to do something creative, making sure to like figure some things out in my mind, and maybe also get the help that I need by the people around me and the things of professional people and such. And if I were to not do that, oh my god, I would break quite a lot of promises with myself. And maybe this is also the thing that needs to be said. If you don't like to talk about like boundaries and limits, okay, it's fine. Honey, it's fine, I know. Like it's quite exhausting when you don't know where to start, and when it feels like these type of things are punishment because this is how people have been handling this type of things. It is not supposed to be punishment, okay? It's not supposed to be like this. It is supposed to keep you safe. It is supposed to feel safe for you to be able to trust yourself enough to be like, no, okay, as I said, this is something that is supposed to keep you safe. Let's say promises are, it's a thing of, if you want to keep a promise, you will also know that you could also be very much disappointed, right? Boundaries, however, are more of a true fact of something that you need to keep. Whereas a promise is something else of saying like, okay, I promise myself. Like, you don't have to say promise, but usually I catch myself doing that as well sometimes still, or have caught myself when I look at the past where I'm like, oh, this was not really a boundary, this was more of a promise to myself, and I've broken that so many times. Like, for example, a promise would be like, oh, I'm not gonna like eat something a promise would be, I'm not gonna eat something that's going to give me an allergic reaction, right? That's a promise that I can break because I don't know why, because I didn't pay attention enough to it or thought that it was going to be of importance. But me saying this, I will not eat something that has this ingredient inside. It doesn't matter if it's tasty to me or not, or if it's made by somebody I like, love, and care for. It doesn't matter. I will not eat it because I know I'm going to feel bad. And I will softly but sternly decline. That is a boundary. That is something you 100% need to keep, because this is going to make you feel safer. Not only safer within yourself, but safer within a relationship with somebody else and you. And if somebody cannot take that, they are not for you. If somebody cannot take the fact that you were not promising things, but and breaking them over and over again, stepping over yourself because you're overstepping your own boundaries, that is not a person for you to keep around you, okay? Honeys, please. Lovely people, take it serious. I know it's gonna be quite the heartbreak, and sometimes you are scared of feeling like you're alone and lonely, but it's very, very meaningful to yourself, basically. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of my own weight right now because I know it's basically just me being extremely highly stressed. But yeah, yeah, and sometimes you have to start it by maybe like just sleeping a little bit more, like taking just a short nap, and then taking a shower, and then I don't know, putting on a face mask and then taking care of your hair, or anything else in your face. Eating something that is healthy but also will make you happy, right? And it's easy to prepare. For me, for example, what I really like and is easy to prepare and I could always just eat on its own would be just rice, tuna, and and just like some like condiments, sesame, salt and pepper. Yeah. And it's also difficult, of course. I do understand that when you're having financial problems, to be able to buy these type of things. Because for me, for example, this is also a thing, right? The reason why I'm also like having problems with my weight is because one, I don't ever have time to go grocery shopping. I don't ever have time. And it's not like I can't make time. I literally don't have time for it because this is just the type of work that I'm doing. I don't have the type of time to be able to do that. Plus, I don't have to. Basically, to keep it very simple, I don't have this type of accessibility. But yeah, for me, what I'm starting to do, have started to do big shopping, very big grocery shopping. Usually I don't do that. I just buy whatever I need for a few days or the week, and then that's it. But as you get older, you do realize those really big shopping things that people do, where people buy a lot of, like, when you have a math question and somebody buys like what 15 watermelons. Maybe not watermelons, but let's say like I'm going to buy 15 cans of beans. I don't usually eat beans. Except if it's kidney beans. I do like kidney beans. I do like my kidney beans. I do like my kidney beans. Yeah. I don't really eat beans. Yeah. I do. And I think it's also the thing that it's weird. Why do I not eat beans as often? I maybe it's because it's the way the bean is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to do. See, maybe I need to do like a cooking stream, a grocery shopping type of stream, as in like I show you what the things that I've got and then try them. Just a simple grocery thing. Yeah, actually, I will do that. Because recently as well, I had pudding. Oh my god, I love like a pure chocolate pudding, kind of like a vegan one, of course, because I have lactose intolerance. I might as well probably also have like lactose allergy, I think, at this point. Maybe it's also the fact that my microbiome in the gut just is not used to all these type of things, because I don't have this type of very balanced diet, and I'm here to admit that. Because of course, as I said, I don't have the accessibility of a lot of things, and this is the reality for you probably who's watching, and anybody else that I think about. And I hate the fact that whenever I think about it myself, I know very well that there's a lot of other people that feel the same, and it breaks my heart. Anyway, Anyway, so yeah. What's another really quick thing to do actually? Like a spring roll. Like a spring roll or a wrap. Or actually I do like my sandwiches. It's very quick. You have everything. Salad, basically protein, fiber, and carbs. But yeah. Yeah. Why did we start talking about this? Whatever. Let me continue writing this and then write the other one and then end the stream because it's too long actually for me now. I do want to end stream. I do want to end recording. Anyway. They're very same but different. I don't have much to say anymore. Alright, so this is the end thing. I will... Oh, just in time as the music ended. Dear Horizon, love you in the past. You've done so well up till now. You cried your heart out when it came to any type of grief, whether it was past relationships you once called friends, acquaintances that were just passing by for a purpose, or your very, very dearly loved ones. It took a lot out of you to realize your own... it took a lot out of you too. Whether the storms of other people that kept wanting to drag you into theirs, but also meant to realize your own eye of the storm and anyone else you didn't mean and did mean to drag into the circling winds of yours. Whether it was for freedom or destruction, not because you meant for destruction, but simply because some things couldn't stand in the way as they were, in the way that it was. You've been able to come to the very same point again, much better this time. Much more determined this time. Not because you weren't before, but because this time you were able to walk away from things that you couldn't see yourself with. That also meant realizing whether it was... sorry, I can't read. Whatever, like, oh my god, my astigmatism is also like blurring, whatever. That's realizing whatever it was to the things you loved. Did you know you were able to let go of your wardrobe because it's not serving you in the way you need to anymore? Even though your collection of clothes would still be the same in the future, these very things will still be there, just differently, just as you are there, the very same but different. You have achieved so many things you could only dream of, even if it's in the sweet pace of clouds slowly passing in the sky, or a star going through the positions of how your cute little earth spins. The pace is what makes you the very much Horizon you are today. I think that's beautiful, and that I don't need to add more. So let us do this. Oh my god, why am I doing this to my hair? I also realized. Yeah. So, dear. Actually, I like this. Yes, let's push away the past. Basically, let's push away the past by adding something new for the future. I will say this. Let's. Yeah, how do you write? I hate these type of words in English. Necessarily, no. Necessarily. Oh, sorry. Necessarily. Not necessarily. What? But that seems a little bit weird to say, but whatever. Okay, dear future star in the sky, let's push away the past for something new in the future. Not necessarily pushing it away, but just putting it aside. The past will be with you as it has shaped the you from today. But you are not your past, and you should never be your past. You also shall never be be the future that you only see in dreams, but be the future that you will be, that you are. Nothing will work out if there wasn't anything to be worked through anyway, so I hope that you get to try once more. Again, again, and again. Try until you feel like there's nothing left to try for. Challenge yourself through the scary unknown and embrace your fear with raging courage and the torch in your hand to give it to the next you, the one awaiting to be able to light up more paths that you haven't seen yet. Take to heart your love, and that changes you. Take not only what you need, but anything else that you want in moderation so that you have your reservoir of lightning strikes. Social rain down injustice. What I mean with this is something very personal, but like, take not only what you need, but anything else that you want in moderation so that you have your reservoir of lightning strikes. Is I am somebody who I can take what I need, right? But I also am somebody who takes a lot of things that I just want because I know I can do something out of it. For example, well, every time my family members give me their hand-me-downs of clothes, I'm like, well, yeah, I don't really need it anymore. Like, I don't need it. I don't need to take it. But I want to take it because that will be something that I can make something out of. And there have been many points in my projects where I was like really grateful for the fact that I had it on hand anyway, because then I was like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. Otherwise I would have needed to go out to find it, and it would have taken quite a long time. That's also what I meant in moderation, because sometimes I take things where I'm like, look at them and I'm like, I need to throw this away. For example, any type of empty glass jar, empty plastic bottle or whatever, not drinking bottle, but any container basically, where I'm like, oh, this could be a very good thing to keep whatever in, and I throw it away and I'm like, yeah, I don't need it. It's in moderation. Yes, I do have certain things that I have kept where I'm like, I will be able to make something out of it or keep it for a purpose, and I do have found a purpose for a few things that I've kept in moderation. So yeah, this is what I meant. And I'm not talking about things when I'm talking about truly, this is something very personal. If you think whatever you think, side eye. So yeah, reservoir of lightning strikes is also because these type of things come down like lightning strikes. I sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, I had this idea, bam, and then I just immediately do it, So yeah, so it shall rain down injustice for you is also because if I were not to have this type of reservoir, there's no justice for my creativity. There is no justice for the things that I have in my brain. So yeah. Anyway, So this is how this is how we are going. 5 minutes. So this is going to be the end. I will read it again. Dear future star in the sky, let's push away the past for something new in the future. Not necessarily pushing it away, but just putting it aside. The past will be with you as it has shaped the you from today. But you are not your past, and you should never be your past. You also shall never be the future that you only see in dreams. But be the future that you will be, that you are. Nothing will work out if there wasn't anything to be worked through anyway. So I hope that you get to try once more, again, and again. Try until you feel like there's nothing left to try for. Challenge yourself through the scary unknown. Embrace your fear with raging courage and the torch in your hand to give it to the next you, the one awaiting to be able to light up more paths that you haven't seen yet. Take to heart your love that changes you. Take not only what you need, but anything else that you want in moderation, so that you have your reservoir of lightning strikes. So it shall rain down in justice for you. Grow bigger and smaller, expand and inflate. Do it again and again until you find just the right thing, the right amount of percentage that you need to create this essence of you. Not that you didn't have it yet, but being able to find more to add without it taking away. May your essence be known to yourself. May you who is watching and hearing this, you, may you become a star in the star of my frame. So anyway, thank you guys. This is going to be it. I think this was a nice little chill little thing today we did. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. I need to get ready. I need to but before that I do need to I hate this. You know what? I was about to be like, oh yeah, let me just do co-working stream quietly with some type of music in the background and just clean up my room. But I guess I'm glad that I didn't do that, because my god, today this felt so fulfilling today. Oh my god. Anyway, yes. What else is there? Nothing. Hey, you tell me. You tell me in the comments. You tell me. I will be trying to figure out the thing with the gaming thing so that I can do it this week. I really want to do it this week, okay? In the summer sale, I bought Life is Strange, like a little cute set. I already have Life is Strange, a limited edition of it. I bought it back then, and it had like a cute CD with a soundtrack and like a cute little like a art book. It's just a small thing, small limited edition, right? But it's very cute. But the thing is, back then I couldn't play it because I didn't have the PC anymore. It couldn't work with it anymore. Blah 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 blah. All these type of things, right? It's just like I could. If my PC would be like, if my laptop would be working, I could actually play Sims. I could actually play Sims. I could actually play like any type of other game that I can play on my laptop, but I can't because it's at this point way too old. Like, it doesn't work. Not only that, but sadly enough, I can't play Sims 4 anymore because for some reason the damn installer thing, like, it keeps telling me it doesn't work. It keeps telling me there's an error. And I try figuring it out, and it doesn't work. And I hate it. I miss playing Sims. We can't miss playing it. My cute little city. Yes. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Maybe I will. Because I do really want to read something. And just have my comments to it. I really want to do it, but let's see, because as I said, today was also not planned. Then again, when are my streams ever properly planned? It's like in the middle of the night for me. 3 a.m. you get a stream to 6 a.m. Anyway, yeah, guys, have a good one, okay? I hope that maybe the little letter to the past me and the future me will also be helpful to you. Maybe some things that you also can say to yourself, maybe while you were, in case you were also doing it with me, writing your own little thing, maybe you were able to find something within that. Not only this little thing right now, but also the entire stream. Anyway, guys, take care. I do have to go now. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye.